In January 2020, I made myself a New Year's resolution, or rather a 2 years resolution. Within 2 years, my goal was to reach 1 million subscribers. At the time I made this goal, I had 319,966 subs. So I was gonna have to increase my sub growth quite a lot in order to reach this goal. It was a pretty lofty goal, but I figured it was a good goal to set because if I tried my best to get there and I fell short, I would still be in a pretty good position. 900K is still pretty awesome. And if I didn't get there, 800 is still awesome. It's a good place to be. I got off to a great start right away that month, because that's when I made my initial Coraline horror histories. And in April, I had the Belle Delphine video and the Screen Rant expose. At the end of the year, I was sitting at 598,351. I had almost doubled my sub count in a year. So I figured if I can get close to doubling my subs again, then I'm actually gonna do it. I'm actually gonna reach 1 million. 2021 started off poorly because YouTube decided to run an experiment on my channel, and the experiment was basically that nobody could see my videos for 2 weeks. So naturally, I did not gain any subscribers during that time. I'm still pretty pissed about that. I mean, I'm a real person whose income relies heavily on YouTube, and I did not consent to being experimented on. But I did bounce back in June. Thanks to the popularity of my Conjuring videos, I had my biggest month ever, and I was back in the race to 1 mil. However, as the Conjuring hype died down, it started to become clear that the year was going to end with me having somewhere around 920K, barring some kind of miracle. But despite that, on December 14th, 2021, I was on Twitter, and I was kind of bored, so I just decided to tweet, if I don't get to 1 million subscribers this year, I'm gonna cut off my foot. Just going full nuclear with this New Year's resolution from 2 years ago. And the year came to an end. I had 921,723 subscribers. Not bad, but not a million. So let's do this thing. To be fair, I didn't specify what kind of foot it would be. I haven't had fruit by the foot in years. Like last time I had fruit by the foot, their main marketing technique was the tongue tattoos or something.
New tongue tattoos, only from Fruit Roll-Ups. Just peel them, press them on, and reveal them. What fun Fruit Roll-Ups will we roll out next?
Okay. That was Fruit Roll-Ups, but same thing. I don't know why either of them are called fruit. I mean, it's not fruit, it doesn't taste like fruit, it's just sugary candy. Anyway, yeah, I failed, I'm a loser, but like I said, I am pretty close to that 1 million subscriber goal. Hopefully it happens soon and I can have a big party. I'm pretty sure it will happen soon, but the party will probably get fucked by COVID, so I'll just be alone in this room, as usual. But now with a gold play button. But this year, I've got a new goal. You may have heard about YouTube Shorts. I mean, YouTube won't shut up about it. They're constantly shoving it in our faces. I've decided to try it out, but I don't want to annoy my subscribers on CZsWorld with content that they didn't sign up for. You may have noticed by now that you are not on CZsWorld. You are on CZsWorld Slices. And I am not CZsWorld. I am actually CZsWorld Slices. And I can say fuck whenever I want. So my goal for this year is to just get this channel up and running and make it self-sustainable. No hard number that I have to reach, no Saw-esque ultimatum, so just enjoy this channel. I'll throw a playlist on the left with some of my slices, and on the right I'll put some commentary videos that I've done, if you want to see me a little bit more unfiltered, a little bit more edgy than usual, if that is possible. I guess the last thing for me to say here is remember to subscribe to CZsWorld Slices, and I will not see you in the next one, assuming we both fucking die. Sure, all for